What is up, everybody? We are finally back after a full year, and today we are playing One Piece Online Rebirth, like always. And today I am going to do a quick speed run on how to awaken your Devil Fruit. Now, this is one of the newer mechanics in the game, and it's really good for PvP if you manage to do it. However, it is such a grind; it becomes such a pain. So, starters, find a fruit you want. I'm going to be using the clear fruit, and I won't be doing the full awakening process. I'm just going to walk y'all through and how to do it the fastest. So, of course, y'all won't be able to fly around to every island. I am. It's just for the purpose of the video. Please don't take away my admin. Anywho, so jumping in, once you find the fruit you want, eat that, gobble it up, and then you're going to want to find a poneglyph. Now, the first phase of a Devil Fruit Awakening, you're gonna have to solve like riddles, go to like 5 poneglyphs before starting phase 2. And to do that, you just gotta find to start off. You gotta find a poneglyph because that'll be your first riddle. So, because the closest island is to you, I'm gonna go here. We're gonna go in. You're gonna find this giant block right here. You're gonna click on it, and it'll give you a riddle. So, an inclusion running across the sea floor, the ridge now can replace Merlad, what? Bubbles, Casili. Looks like it's Fishman Island. And the good news is, if you go to the wrong island, it'll replay the same riddle to you. But if you find it, it'll be like, congratulations, you found it. So, I'm gonna increase my flight speed because I'd like to get to phase 2 in this video and not make it like 30 years. So we found it. What we got? Gonna slow down, jump in. Cool. We're gonna go over to the poneglyph all the way over here, land, click on it, and look, finish poneglyph for Fishman Island. So that's 1. You gotta do like 4 more. Look, frigid home, found in the mountains, blah blah blah. That's literally where we were just at. So we are literally just going straight all the way back to Fuyu. Now, I will say, out of this entire process, there are 2 islands that are the absolute worst. The second worst, I would say, is Cactus, and that is because the poneglyph is locked behind a puzzle, which you gotta find 4 microscopic pieces across the entire island, put it in an order, the door open, you'll get it. The other one, and hopefully, which we won't see in this video, is Melon Archipelago. Because you have to go all the way to the East Blue, you have to wait for the Sky Island portal, you have to climb a giant tower, and you'll finally get there. Like, it is a pain. Okay, people, Boat, Sky, Meat. Okay, this sounds like Skypiea. Yeah, this sounds exactly like Skypiea. So, Skypiea in the Grand Line, thankfully. If it mentions melons in your thing, I'm sorry, you're cooked. So I am actually gonna see if I can warp. I cannot warp myself there. Oh, it's right here, anyways. So we found it. Wow, Skypiea. But yep. So as I'm playing, the game has shifted so much in the past week. Frosting golden pillars of fluff tower this whole cake. But anywho, this game has been a mess, and honestly, I've been kind of bored off of it. But we'll make the best with what we do. Hopefully, gonna branch out on more content on other games, and not become a OPOR YouTuber as the end product. So you get inside, whole cake, voila. I should be 1 more. Temperature Oasis, perfect. Sounds like Alabasta. Holds an artifact within sight upon a golden throne. Yeah, sounds like Alabasta. So we're gonna. Now I don't remember this location. I think it's in the palace. Yup. Okay, it's literally inside the palace. It is not. Oh, Lord. A temperature oasis perfect for one to claim as their own. Holds an artifact within sight upon a golden throne. I genuinely have no idea. This is the first time I got this. Maybe Zoe? I think it could be Zoe, but I don't think they have a golden throne. So Zoe, basically, you're gonna have to like come around here in the backside. There's this little stupid maze you gotta do. It's literally straightforward. But once you land, voila, pony glyph. This is damn. A temperature oasis, perfect for one to claim as their own. Holds an artifact within sight upon a golden throne. My only guess is Hachi Nosu. I don't think Dressrosa even has a pony glyph. No, they don't. Maybe it is Hachi Nosu. But I don't think Hachinosu has a pony glyph either. Oh, maybe it's jungle. I think there's a... Ugh. Okay, oh. Except for this one. You're basically gonna have to do human parkour and just fit through there. And then you go down. Voila, pony glyph. Yup, this is the... Okay, it was jungle. Awesome. Bulbs of transparency mountains the sky, overshadowed by mangroves. Okay, this is definitely Sabodi Archipelago. Awesome. So, while I'm going there, but yeah, I feel like for the next few videos, I'm either gonna play different games, or maybe I'll do Devil Fruit showcases. I honestly don't know what direction I'm taking this, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Okay, I think it's in like one of these. Yeah. And look, just like that, stage 1 complete. I'll go back and insert a number somewhere on the screen of how many pony glyphs we visited. I think it's probably 5 or 6 off the top of my head. But once you do that, you're going to have to go to your skill map, and if you have to reset your points, you can do that for Belly. But you have to double-click the center node of your Devil Fruit, and then you have to unlock this. Basically, it will allow you to start progressing for Awakening, and you remember, you have to have the basic style. So for Phase 2, you need to have your max Devil Fruit out, have the Awakening node unlocked, have max character level, and whatever I said previously, I don't remember. Awakening node locked, max fruit, max character. I think that's it. Then you can start. Basic style. You must have a basic style as your start style. So you can have Oni, Rogi, Shiki, Jack Claw. You have that basic in your fruit. That's how it works. So, for stage 2, you're going to have to do 4 things. 150 kills, 30 max kill streak, 10,000 capture points, and 30,000 raid score. Now, I have awakened both Nil and Ice, and I will say doing this process will take you at least 2 weeks of heartfelt grinding. Even if you cheese it, it is going to be like a week. It is a long process. 30,000 raid score. Raids happen in this game every hour on the dot, and occasionally every 30 minutes they have a chance of happening. Now, capture score, you get, speaking of which, Conquest right now. What time is it? 7 o'clock. I'll do raids in another video, so I ain't going to worry too much about that. But capture points is what you get for capturing flags on islands, and the harder the island is to get to, the more points you'll receive. It's like a time basis. So the bigger points areas are like Fishman Island and Skypea. But usually I did this as a Marine, so I spawned on Dressrosa, and I got the Dressrosa, Hachinosu, Zoe, Whole Cake, and Wano flag. So that was 7. And then you can like AFK in Zoe, because Zoe is going to be your top tier flag in that. But honestly, capture points. If you straight up grind flags every day, it could take you like 3 days. Raid score is going to take you a while. 30 max kill streak, as it says. If you die, it resets, unfortunately. And with kills though, kills you can get kills even in raids. You can now the kills will count for it. I will say there is a way to cheese it because kills register the first 6, so you can't kill the same player or friend or alt over and over again. But if you have 6 alts, you can double play your Roblox. So you have your main, you can put alts, and you can cycle through each alt. Remember, if you ever stop at any point, you have to write down the names of the order you killed them in. Otherwise, it'll take longer if you mix it up. But if you go down the list and kill all 6 of your alts over and over, after the 6th kill, it will reset, so it'll count for both kill streak and kills. That process, though, depending, because you're going to have the pirate spawns and all this, that's going to take a while. However, it is better than going out and farming 150 people. But yeah, and then once you do that, I can show you one of my awakenings. So, for me, I have nil. And basically, once you do that, you'll be on phase 3. So phase 3, you can only get with raids. Now, it is easier to do it with a marine because you have a flare gun, or if you have a marine friend, they can buy a flare gun at a shop and drop it for you. But what's gonna happen is in raids, there's a chance of this bar appearing on the left side of your screen, and that'll tell you that you awakened. And basically, you can get it through combat or combat tag. So because flare gun, if you're in a gladiator match, you can flare gun the entire arena. You'll have like 8 different combat tags with everybody. It'll increase the chances of unlocking it. And usually, I found that 2 to 3 raids is usually how much it takes for you to unlock the bar, especially if you're boosting with friends. But yeah, it's honestly not that bad. Phase 2 is the roughest, and phase 3, once you have this bar, all you have to do is like damage people with your fruit, style, anything, and this bar will fill up. And once it's all the way filled, it'll say press P, and once you do that, you'll go through an awaken animation, and then you'll have your awakening skills. And it's honestly very straightforward from there. But yeah, that's how you awaken a fruit in OPOR. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next.